Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear humanity, human beings, today we are going to look at human life and life on planet Earth, human beings as well as Mother Planet Earth, and other creations that kind of supports human beings to be living on planet Earth. First of all, I'll remind you that human beings, you are all living Muslims on planet Earth, regardless of the color of your skin or the location on planet Earth where you come from, or if you are an African or European, Chinese, American, you are all living Muslims on planet Earth. And whatever that you eat as food is something that its religion is Islam. Because everything on this planet, every creation on this planet, its religion is Islam. But over the years, many of you, men and women, deviated from the true religion from which you were created, and they conjectured ways to suit their desires and lusts, which brought their all human bodies in confrontation with themselves, with the human beings, because they conjectured a belief, all beliefs. Some saying we are witches, some saying we are Christians, some saying we are this and that brought confrontation and dispute of bodies of human beings with themselves as living human beings, as well as the environment with Mother Nature, because Mother Nature's religion is Islam, whether you like it or not. The religion of Mother Nature, the religion of planet Earth is Islam. So, with that, men who are greedy and intoxicated with foolishness used that opportunity, and they manufactured weapon after weapon to shed blood of innocent children and women, as well as themselves. And those men who manufacture those weapons are paid very, very handsome prices, handsome wages. But time and time again, since I think maybe I've been shouting to human beings and saying, my people, stop this recklessness of shedding blood, either in laboratories, either in genocide, whatever, or either in war. It's not necessary, because your Creator does not like that at all. Some men, they say, we shed blood in order to feed our clones, manufactured objects or whatever, toys manufactured by men, or the copies of whatever, saying that is what we call foolishness. Because Allah asks, oh men, you see you have clones that you've manufactured to imitate, or either Mother Nature, whatever. Where did you get what you manufactured those clones from? Is it not from the matter and whatever we created? Huh? So who has the upper hand over a clone? You as human beings, or he who created everything in the beginning? My people, I just want to warn you. A few days ago, on the 14th of this month, a mad woman, saying she's a Christian, a militant Christian, a pastor, entered my place where I do my prayers. and urinated on my mat. When she did that, the sun in the sky, Ashams, was devastated, as well as all angels who were present at that time. We are devastated with what they saw. A human being drunken with foolishness, urinating on a prayer mat of where Shams does prostrate, where the water you human beings drink on this planet, prostrate to pray, to glorify Allah. So I said on that day that for 20 days, calamity after calamity will rotate on this planet. On that very day of the 14th of September, I think there was something in China. They call them typhoons. And then the next day, something in America burst into flames, warning men that indeed you people, you walk on this planet. But at one time it was a boiling pot of porridge, worse than the boiling pot of porridge, molten rock. My people, many of you have been kind of wailing and crying over what happened when the water that witnessed a woman urinating on the mat invaded and covered the entire 5 states of America in a single week. The water that was present when a woman entered a place where I prostrate and the water prostrate to glorify Allah. Said what these madmen and foolish people do when they urinate on the prayer mat of Allah. And Allah said, the water said, I'll go understand and make them drown and make them suffer the consequences of foolishness, of desecrating the region from which you are created. The beautiful region which allows men and women and all other creation to live in harmony. But those Americans, they say they are Christians, militant Christians, going as far as urinating on a prayer mat. A prayer mat, a holy beauty, because Allah created everything. Whatever Allah created, He created it with a prayer mat, because He created whatever He created to glorify and praise Allah. So the days of creations said, we glorify Allah because our mats are already with us. The water said that whenever I want to glorify Allah, I prostrate on the mat where the word prostrates. The sun sure said so. But after the porter had witnessed what the woman had done, he said, thou go. It went crying and yelling and saying, you dirty creatures of the whatever. How can you urinate on a prayer mat? Listen to my people. These were witnesses were there when the mad woman who says the pastor urinated on my prayer mat. My people, I'm not an enemy to you, but if you say you are an enemy to the region from which you are created, you are desecrating your own faces, your own children's faces. Not me. My people, you are all Muslims, and whatever that sustains you as complementary to the religion, to the most beautiful religion of Islam, those creations are Muslims. If you go out of your head and you say, we are stealing, we are insulting, we are abusing. No, you are not me, you are desecrating every sanctity of life in you as living human beings. With that, I said to you, for 20 days, calamity after calamity, including war, whereby you don't know why you are fighting. And I must warn you, you have tons and tons of nuclear warheads in your warehouses. At one time I had to send a message to the UN and ask them that check every nuclear warhead on this planet. The first digit of that nuclear warhead is my signature, whether you like it or not. My people, I'm not an enemy to you. I'm not an enemy to you, but you are enemies to your own lives. Because when we created you as human beings, we laid down holy divine laws that governs both men and women and the environment as well as all other living creations. Before I close, I'll say many of you, men and women, with the fitna, because you are no longer practicing the religion of Islam. You are practicing, or you are doing what we call fitna. We either to your children, to the environment, and everything on this planet. Fitna is bad because Allah who first mentioned the word fitna in the Holy Quran. And he warned you, men and women, never, never, never engage in fitna as a way of business or as a way of living in your societies. With that, if Allah opens the book of fitna and start interpreting whatever that you've committed, you as living human beings on this planet, in its life living form, none of you will survive. That includes the testing of nuclear weapons on the environment, on the mother nature. If Allah says, my people, on this day, you tested a nuclear warhead, underground nuclear warhead somewhere in the Pacific. This is how Mother Nature felt. This is how all other creations felt. And that is directed at human beings with devastating effects of punishment to the human race. Now, people, I'll try to remind you that you are a people who are not one. Islam is the religion from which every one of you was created. With that, for 20 days, from the 14th of September, Allah will send calamity after calamity as a warning that human beings, do not ever go out of your minds, out of your brains, and desecrated, beautiful religion from which we are created. That's all I can say. Be reminded that I'm just a reminder, a warner, because way before Allah destroys the generation, He always sends a warner, a person who warns them. And if they prove that they're arrogant, treacherous and foolish and drunken and foolishness, Allah erases those men and women from existence. That's all I can say.